while it is waiting for its peal. And the thunder and lightnings are inseparable. And although not one and undivided, they both go together through the Spirit and separate not. For when lightning lightnings, the thunder utters his voice. He said they are inexplicably tied together. And the Spirit enforces a pause during the peal. He says when there's a clap of lightning, and then you see the thunder moments after, or hear the thunder moments after. For when the lightning lightens, the thunder utters his voice, and the Spirit enforces a pause during the peal, and divides equally between them. They work in concert with one another. God set this up. This is God's creation. For the treasury of their peals is like that of sand, and each one of them, as it peals, is held in with a bridle, and turned back by the power of the Spirit, and pushed forward according to the many quarters of earth. It said it's meted out according to the many quarters of the earth. And the spirit of the sea is masculine and strong, and according to the might of his strength, he draws it back with a rain. In a like manner it is driven forward and disperses amid all the mountains of the earth. And the spirit of the hoarfrost is his own angel. And the spirit of hell is a good angel. And the spirit of snow has forsaken his chamber on account of his strength. And the spirit of snow has forsaken his chamber of account on his strength. There is a special spirit therein, that which ascends from it like smoke, and its name is frost. And the spirit of the mist is not united with them in their chambers, but it is a special chamber. So they're separate. For its course glorious, both in light and darkness, frost, and in the winter and in summer, and its chamber is an angel. And the spirit of dew has its dwelling at the ends of the earth, the ends of the And the spirit of dew has its chamber at the ends of the heaven, and is connected with the chambers of rain. And its course is in the winter and summer, and its clouds and the clouds of the mist are connected, and one gives to another. And when the spirit of rain goes forth from its chamber, the angels come and open the chamber and lead it out. And when it is diffused over the whole earth, it unites with the water on the earth. And whensoever it unites with the water on earth, for the waters are those who dwell on earth. Talking about the laws of precipitation now. For they are nourishment for the earth, for the Most High who is in heaven. Therefore, there is a measure for the rain, and the angels take it in charge. And these things I saw towards the garden of the righteous. And the angel of peace, who was with me, said to me, these two monsters prepare conformity to the greatness of God, shall feed. And I saw in those days how long cords were given to those angels, and they took to themselves wings and flew, and they went towards the north. And as I asked the angel, saying unto him, why have those angels taken these cords and gone off? And he said to me, they have gone to measure. And the angel who was with me said unto me, these shall bring the measures of righteousness and the hopes of righteousness to the righteous, and they shall stay themselves on the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. In the book of Zechariah, talk about something similar. And the angels and the elect shall begin to dwell with the elect. And those are the measures which shall be given to faith, and which shall strengthen righteousness. And these measures shall reveal all the secrets of the depths of the earth, and those who have been destroyed by the desert, and those who have been devoured by beasts, and those who have been devoured by the fish of the sea, that they shall return and stay themselves on the day of the elect one. For none shall be destroyed before the Lord of spirits, and none can be destroyed. And all those who dwell above in the heavens received a command and power, and one voice, one light unto fire. And that one with the first words they were blessed and extolled, and lauded with wisdom. And they were wise in utterance, in the spirit of life. And the Lord of spirits placed the elect one on the throne of glory. And he shall, that's Christ. And he shall judge all the works of the holy above in the heaven. And in the balance shall their deeds be weighed. And when he shall lift up his countenance to judge the secret ways according to the word of the name of the Lord of spirits, and their path according to the ways of the righteous of the Lord of spirits. Then they all with one voice shall speak and bless, and glorify and extol and sanctify the name of the Lord of spirits. And he will summon all the host of heavens, and all the holy ones above, and all the host of God, the cherubim, the seraphim, and Ophanim, and all the angels of power, and all the angels of principalities and the elect one. Remember I taught on this before, God has all these different subcategories of angels at his beck and call. That's power, my friend. And all the angels of power, and all the angels of principality and the elect ones, and the other powers of the earth, and over the water. And on that day they shall raise one voice and bless and glorify and exalt in the spirit of faith, and with the spirit of wisdom, and the spirit of patience, and in the spirit of mercy, and in the spirit of judgment and of peace, and in the spirit of goodness. And shall all say with one voice, Blessed is he, and may the name of the Lord of spirits be blessed forevermore. All who sleep not above in heaven shall bless him, and the holy ones who are in heaven shall bless him. And the elect shall dwell in the garden of life, and every spirit of light who is able to bless and glorify and extol and hallow thy seed, bless his name. The business of heaven is praise. We get an example right here. And all flesh beyond measure glorify and bless thy name forever and ever. For great is the mercy of the Lord of spirits, God the Father, and he is long-suffering. So the Bible says. And all his works and all that he has created, he has revealed to the righteous and the elect in the name of the Lord of spirits. The Bible says, nothing hidden that shall not be revealed. I think Joel talking about he reveals all his prophecies to his prophets. And thus the Lord commanded the kings and the mighty and exalted, and those who dwell on the earth, and said, Open your eyes and lift up your horns, if ye are able to recognize the elect one. And the Lord of spirits seated him upon the throne of his glory. And the spirit of righteousness was poured out upon him. And the word of his mouth slays all sinners. And all the unrighteousness were destroyed from before his face. And there shall stand in that day all the kings and the mighty, and exalted, and those who hold the truth. And they shall see and recognize. And righteousness is judged before them, and no lying word is spoken before him. They're standing before Christ. whose eyes are like a flame of fire, discerning truth. Can't lie to Christ. Then shall pain come upon them as a woman in travail, and she has pain in the bringing forth, when her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has pain in bringing forth. And one portion of them shall look on the other, and they shall be terrified. Better get it straight here. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a living God, the Bible says. The Bible says, therefore, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade me. That's what I try to do. I had a personal tour of God's hell, and I try to terrify you to keep you from going. That's what my job is. Jesus had 2/3 more to say about hell than he did hell. But they're experiencing that right now. After their mischance and they're standing before the righteous judge, Christ himself, and the books are open, they're terrified. But they know what the outcome is now, the lake of fire. But it's too late. You could plead, you could say, I'm sorry. Once them books are closed, they're closed on you. Now, you're going to be judged. And it's going to be a dreadful day for the sinners, the ones that rejected God out of ignorance, and for those backslidden saints. Those rebels that followed the chief rebel and knew God's word. And that goes for these false prophets as well. That's the false sheep. He calls them goats. You're going to separate them in the end too. And they're going to realize, because now you have truth standing before you, that you're guilty. There's nothing you can say. You're condemned. You deserve your punishment. Because you weren't obedient and didn't accept what Christ did for you. In faith. Then shall come upon them all as a woman in travail, and she has pain in bringing forth, when her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has pain in bringing forth. And one portion of them shall look on the other, and they shall be terrified, and they shall be downcast of countenance, depressed, and pain shall seize them, when they shall see the Son of Man sitting in the throne of his glory. Yeah, right now, he's forgiving, humble, good old loving Jesus that died for your sins, but what they're looking at now is a terrifying spectacle of King Jesus, Basileus Basileum, Curious Curium, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, sitting in the throne of his glory, looking at you with those eyes that burn like lamps of fire, and you now in front of the presence of the Son of God Almighty in his full power and strength, realizing how helpless you really are and unable to avoid the doom that will be pronounced on you as he takes his pitchfork and throws you into the lake of fire. That's terrifying. And the kings and the mighty and all who possess the earth shall bless and glorify and extol him who rules over all, who was hidden. And from the beginning, the Son of Man was hidden, and the Most High preserved him in the presence of his might, and revealed him to the elect. And the congregation of the elect and the holy shall be sown, and the elect shall stand before him on that day. The Bible says, if our gospel be hidden, it's hidden to whom the God of this world, which is Satan, blinded him. He blinded a lot of people. They're following him right into hell with him. And the congregation elect and the holy shall be sown, and all the elect shall stand before him on that day, and all the kings and the mighty, and the exalted, and all those who rule on the earth shall fall down before him on their faces, and worship, and set their hope upon the Son of Man, Christ, and petition him, and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Nevertheless, the Lord of spirits will so press them, that they shall hastily go forth from his presence. Ain't that what Jesus said? It lines up perfectly with the Gospels. He said, depart from me, I never knew you, all ye that work iniquity. Christ is going to be I mean, there's no other word I can really think of. Cold. Good old loving Jesus is past that point now. Now you get to see the other side. Everybody has the other side. Everybody. And now you get to see Christ's other side. But that's not a good side to see. He's going to be harsh. He's going to be very rude. Very obnoxious to the sinners that rejected him. As they try to plead and beg and please give me one more chance. No. It's too late. The door's closed. The books are sealed. Your fate is doomed for eternity. And the congregation elect and the holy shall be sown, and all the elect shall stand before him on that day, and all the kings and the mighty and exalted, and all those who rule the earth. Pay close attention, all you rulers of the earth out there, if you're listening to Brother Jay. Pay close attention what Enoch says. And all the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who rule the earth, shall fall down before him on their faces. Oh yeah, you're going to bow to, you might not bow to Christ now. You might laugh at us that do. Think we're kooks and crazy. You worship the God of forces. And some of you outright chose to worship the devil and be deceived by him. But you're going to see, this is it right here. Every knee has got to bow to Christ, including you that rejected him. You're going to still have to bow. But as he gets the pitchfork and throws you into the lake of fire. But it's too late. But you're still going to bow. That you're going to do. Whether you want to or not. You're going to be forced to. And all the kings and the mighty and exalted, and all those that rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces, and worship and set their hope upon the Son of Man, and petition him, and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Nevertheless, the Lord of spirits will so press them. Get from me. I never knew you. Depart. Get out of here. Haul them away. Nevertheless, the Lord of spirits shall so press them that they so shall hastily go forth from his presence. And their faces shall be filled with shame, and darkness shall grow deeper on their faces. And he will deliver them to the angels for punishment. Good old loving King Jesus. Better serve him while you can. To execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect. See, all the Christians, God's chosen, that have suffered at the hands of these wicked elites, these wicked oppressors, kings, rulers of this earth, banksters. Your day is coming. And we're reading it right here. I want you to remember with Brother Jay, if you are listening, sitting in seats of power, abiding by Mammon's rules, worshiping your Father below. Remember these words right here. They're going to come back to haunt you. You will bow to Christ. And before he binds you, you will bow, you will be bound and thrown into the lake of fire. As you plead for your miserable lives and ask him for mercy. Ask him for a reprieve. And he's going to be very, very brusque with you. It's going to be very brash. No. No. Get from me. I never knew you. Depart, you evil, wicked men. Go with your Father below. That's who you chose when you were alive. You lived the lavish life and punished my children, my people. Now it's time for you to be punished. See how these tough guys are bawling and crying like babies now, all these tough, hard, evil men of the earth. Are they going to melt in front of the King of Kings' presence? Glory to Christ. Christ is going to have the last word. God the Father is going to have the last word. That's why they're not saying much. They done said it all in the 66 books of the Bible, plus the apocryphal books we're reading here. Not much to say. It's all been said. It's already been predetermined. You're reading it. You're reading your destiny right here. This is your destiny right here. I'm reading it to you. Remember these words. He would deliver them to the angels for punishment, to execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect. And they shall be a spectacle for the righteous and his elect. We get to see it. Get them, God. We're happy. About time. What's that old saying? He who has the last laugh laughs the longest, or something like that. We'll get the last laugh. They shall be a spectacle for the righteous and his elect, and they shall rejoice over them. Yay! Finally, vengeance is best served cold. I don't know. Is that proper saying? You thought God forgot, didn't you? You thought his Christ forgot, didn't you? No, he ain't forget. He ain't getting away with anything. And they shall be a spectacle for the righteous and for his elect. They shall rejoice over them, because the wrath of the Lord of spirits resteth upon them. And his sword is drunk with their blood. And the righteous and elect shall be saved on that day. And they shall never thenceforward see the face of the sinners and the unrighteous. They're going to be frying. God's going to put them on a rotisserie and light the fire and forget about it. And let the smoke rise for eternity. No more sinners. No more evildoers. And the Lord of spirits will abide over them. And with that the Son of Man shall they eat, and lie down, and rise up forever and ever. And the righteous and the elect shall have risen from the earth, and cease to be of downcast countenance. Won't be depressed no more. Goodbye depression. And they shall have been clothed with garments of glory. And they shall be the garments of life from the Lord of spirits, God the Father. And your garments shall not grow old. That's our new heavenly bodies that God's going to give us, that shine like the sun. Energy galore. Don't get tired, no sickness, no nothing. Whoopee. And your garments shall not grow old, nor your glory shall pass away before the Lord of spirits. All right. I'm going to take a break here.